That looks hot. How did you get? Oh, you ran the wire that way. Did you have to mount these yourself?
Yeah, I made those little mounts out of a piece of plastic I had. The piece of plastic that hold the brakes from flapping back and forth. I made
Oh,
those. That, I cut them and drilled them, and so yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah, so now it won't get in anything, and there's one on this side too for the fan wire.
What's this sensor wire?
A little short protect sensor wire.
Where do you get that?
Off the wall in the shop.
Do you have more?
Well, I don't know.
Let's look.
It's short.
It is short. I don't know if I could get away. I could get away with that there.
Run super short there, couldn't you?
Yeah. Actually, both of them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You just need a little. That's all up. That's like that long. Yep, almost. I wanted to do these a lot shorter, but I don't know if these batteries are going to work for me. I wanted to leave a lot of room so I could run shorties, long, swap sides, the whole bit. So
that's interesting that you put the packs all the way forward.
Well, they're full stick packs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess you don't really have a choice in the matter.
I'm going to show you these. These are. I was even impressed by these batteries.
There's nothing to it.
See how thin they are? How light they are?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they're 6300 in 145C packs.
Dang.
Yeah. They're super light, super thin.
Did they start making 4S stick packs yet?
Not that I know of.
No.
I haven't seen them.
You could stack those though.
Well, you could.
No, I mean for me.
Yes, you could.
I mean for me.
There we are. Oh, it's looking pretty good.
So this was it was MP11 nitro.
11 nitro converted to electric.
Yeah. What'd you use for the mounts? The Kyosho ones, or did you use something else?
Everything on the car is Kyosho.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that is not an MP11 is the MP10E battery mount.
Okay.
MP10 servo mount.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using another MP10 servo mount for my radio tray over here. And then this is what makes everything work. This is up an MP9E ready set, ready to run car that they made very short, but it made it so the motor can go this direction instead of off this direction. It's the only one they make, but it bolts in straight into their chassis. So all you gotta do is drill new holes in the chassis to mount, servo, batteries, and that, and then you gotta drill a different hole in this top tray for this. One hole goes, and you gotta drill one different hole. Okay. Other than that, it's all the whole rear clip, the drivetrain, the chassis braces, steering, everything is 11. So, I mean, all you have to do to do this is, you don't even have to do this. You could do something else for rate trade.
Yeah.
So you need one MP10 servo mount, 2 battery trays. That's it. Oh, and then this motor mount.
And then mount.
That's it. You can convert your electric or your nitro to electric.
What? So in your old car, didn't you have the motor facing this direction?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's how it's gonna be. The problem is like,
yeah. Tell me why you did it this way.
I wanted to straighten out the driveline, and you really need to do that.
You mean
around the tree?
So it's not. Back. So it's not.
Yeah,
this way.
This is a nitro style driveline. My other one, the driveline straight.
Okay.
So to do it, you have to move this over, and to move that over, you end up falling into where they have holes in the chassis. It's milled out under here.
Oh.
It's milled out to like right there. And so to move it over, you get into that, and it's like it's just not gonna work, especially because that's where the motor mounts. And then the next problem is that on this car, the diff is farther forward than on the 10. So once you put the motor right here, the motor is almost hitting this.
Oh yeah.
So you have to move it back and then change these to different lengths.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, which they, they have, you can run the ones on different cars to make that work, but you have nowhere to mount it anyway. So it's like, that's why I gave up. I was like, well, I'm gonna give up, and then we thought of doing this. Me and Glass were hanging out. We thought of doing it like this, and it's like, yeah, that'll work, man. I mean, it's still offset, driveline, but this car's so freaking fast with a 1900 even now. I was like, straight driveline, we don't need that. It's fine.
Yeah. Wait. So what's your sense of like what do you gain
To
moving
me,
the
every time
driveline
I'm
to the
straighting
center?
out driveline,
Uh-huh.
it's more direct feel. It's more instantaneous.
And you feel like if it's offset, then
It feels less.
there's like there's
it's more bind.
Okay.
I mean, you can't not have more bind because every time it rotates, it's rubbing those pins against, front and back. Because under load, when you spin it and it's at an angle, it has to slide that pin back and forth under load.
Yeah.
So you're rocking out. So if you straighten it out.
I never really considered that.
Yeah, straighten it out.
I never considered that in any. I mean, because that's happening all over the place on the car, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like anytime
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Here. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I never understood I never understood the cause of it until now.
Yeah. Change different things to create more driveline bind to get various different reactions in the car. Same thing with universals, CVD, whatever.
Yeah.
The big difference. You're just changing driveline bind, and when it binds, it affects the suspension. So more bind binds up the suspension more, changes the suspension more, changes the grip level.
Yeah.
More wore out your driveline,
right?
More bind you have. You have big old notches in it. Guess what? Your suspension's binding in that notch.
In those notches. Yeah. Yeah. I smooth mine out whenever I do have my diffs apart. Like I'll grind them like so there's still a little dip, but like
it's smooth now.
As long as it's smooth, yeah.
You take them apart and flip sides.
Oh, that's
like brand new all over again.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Flip side. Take out your.
I don't know. I never considered that either.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Or you can take.
That's economical.
On your car. Techno-wise, where the front and rear diffs are set the exact same way. Mm-hmm. You can take and just flop front.
Oh, that's true.
Why should change your oil?
Yeah. That's a good idea too.
I'm pretty sure you can do that. Yeah, because this car you can do that. Because the low seat you can't do that. Some cars you can't do that.
Yeah.
But I think that car and this car you can flop around. But
yeah,
I always like. Most of the time when I change diff oil, I take them completely apart, re-grease it. Yeah.
I do too, but I never considered swapping the outdrive cups for the wear aspect. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that would around, then you got it's like brand new ones.
Yeah.
It's not gonna bind into braking, but you don't.
Yeah. It's YYZ. This car is hot. I'll tell you that. What do you guys think? Did you hear all that while you were there? We're all learning today.
You watched that rookie race?
I kind of skipped through it, and I watched the last like 2 laps or so of it, and yeah, that was a fun ending for sure. I need to go back and watch the rest of it. It was like 45 minutes.
I was up on a scissor lift over there, and dude, it had me so wound up. It was unbelievable, man. I was like,
"What were you doing on a scissor lift?"
That was my VIP viewing platform.
Gotcha.
When you're on the track, you can have special perks, you know.
I was saying when I was looking at the video back, I didn't realize like all the stuff was here. You just basically put the roof over top of it. Like I didn't even understand why there was like two roofs, but you just
when I had the roof come in, I go, okay, here's the deal. I need it so it goes right on top of this roof, and that's the height. It needs to go right on top of the roof of this driver's stand. He's like, okay. And look at it. I mean, it is
on it.
right on top of it. You can't get any closer to it than it is. And so I left that just as another heat barrier.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it was all right. Why take it down? Honestly.
Yeah, there's no need.
So it didn't change at all. Like that whole driver's stand couldn't change it one bit when we covered it.
It looked like there was a ladder on this side of it.
Yeah,
but that was otherwise it's the same.
Platform on top of it. That's
was it really?
Live RC was up there.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a ladder going up and then railing around, and then that's where they had camera set up.
You used to have a camera out here for live RC for
it's honestly
really.
I'd rather have if you want to watch races, come here.
Yeah.
Because then maybe you'll buy something, maybe you'll leave, whatever.
Yeah.
Online, all you're gonna do is watch it and complain.
Yeah.
That's all you end up getting. So why should I bother? I go through all this trouble to set up cameras and all kinds of stuff, and have to pay for all the bandwidth and deal with all camera issues, and then people just whine if something's messed up or not working right, and then they're not here buying anything. It's like, you want to watch races? Come here.
Yeah.
Have your buddy film it for you, whatever. It's not worth it. It's so not worth it.
I was thinking about doing something up. Well, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, what did you use before?
If you want to tie into the broadcasting, you have to use the best thing is set free broadcasting studio thing.
Is it this one? This is what I use. I use OBS Studio.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And you can pull live timing from. There's stuff to show you how to tie into live RC, pull the live time, stuff like that. Yeah.
You have your radio with you?
No.
Oh, you have to calibrate that too.
Turned on. And blow up.
It always throws an event, like if you don't have your radio on, the like no RX signal. And every single time I see event there, like I have to go and look at events to make sure there's nothing bad. And it's like, so I always turn my radio on first.
What's the event? Where do you see event at?
At the very top red.
Oh, that red. Oh, got it.
Like anytime there's any kind of alert, it'll raise that up.
All right. So one says motor says 82 and E says 79. Obviously, it should be the same temperature.
It should be. Let me find. Oh, Scott took his bag home.
I'm not. I'll have to heat it up, see if that it's bigger discrepancy or not.
I don't have a temp gun.
I can temp it.
Scott's nitro bag is not here.
I still have to find the radio to it instead of all that kind of stuff. And then I'm just going to steal shop off my thing. The exact same distance and everything. These are already built, but I only have one set of springs that I like, and they've been out of stock for so long.
Would you like the black and the black?
I like black and dark blue. Is what and that's what comes on this car. But they've been out of stock forever. Is that what you're running on yours? That's funny. We probably had some. You probably bought them.
No, actually, I stole them off of.
Oh, you stole them off the other?
You didn't have any black springs for Charles's rear, so I got browns.
He's better off running.
Oh, he's running off with the browns?
Yeah.
So
better off running red and brown. It's going to be softer. It's going to be more forgiving.
Yeah. Okay.
He's better for sure.
So I took those. Like I was fooling around out here last week actually, and I was trying to find a spring that I could run. Like I have all the yellow springs. Like I have every size of yellow springs, and I have like a dozen of them. And then I've got like one set of orange and like one set of red. And so I was running reds. Like I had reds front and back.
That's really stiff.
Yeah. But red was too stiff, and I didn't have an orange that worked. I just stole his blues and put them on.
That's a 1.6 diameter spring. Your other springs are 1.5,
Uh-huh.
just like
Uh-huh.
so. It changes. A thicker diameter wire spring is more progressive
Yeah.
than thinner. So 1.4, 1.5, 1.6 changes how progressive the spring.
Okay.
So
And so
the rate comes in faster on the thicker wire diameter as it compresses.
and what's your take on unbalanced? Like if you had
Well,
thicker.
it's just you got to make it. You got to run what feels best for you.
Mhm.
I will say the thicker spring is more aggressive. The thicker wire diameter spring, more aggressive. It works very well when you lean the shocks over farther.
Okay.
So if they're all the way leaned over, like
Yeah.
how I like to run,
Yeah.
you can run a thicker wire diameter spring, and it feels more normal than if you stood up.
Mm.
And the more stood up they are, the thinner the wire diameter the front, because it progressiveness comes in fast. So
Right.
as you're coming into the turn, you start getting, traction. The traction's going to come in faster when it ramps up that spring rate. It puts weight down to the ground. While your suspension is still moving, you've not put all the weight down to the tire yet.
Mm-hmm.
So if your car rolls more, or it's how fast it puts that weight down to the tire. So if you still see your suspension moving, it has not put all the weight down to the tire yet. The weight's still caught up in the suspension because it's absorbing it. But then as soon as it stops, then it finally is all the weight down to the tire you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
So really, a lot of setup is all weight transfer.
Yeah.
So they except for the static stuff, like acronyms, different stuff like that, stuff like that. But roll centers and springs and shock wheels,
Yeah, it's all about weight
ride
transfer.
heights and droop and all. It's all weight transfer.
Yeah.
So once you start realizing some of that stuff, you'll start understanding what that does.
What I've been finding that, especially in the truck, like the more roll I get into turns, like the better I feel. The more I leave the stuff loaded up and rolled over, like
it's easier to drive.
It's easier to drive.
Something that rolls more and it has more movement is going to be easier to drive because it doesn't put the weight to the tire as fast. It takes the slower time, so it's going to feel smoother because it's not instantaneously putting all the weight in, like jerking the car or whatever, that kind of deal. So
yeah.
It's all based on that. That's why like anti-squat or change stuff like that. It changes the bind in the suspension. So when you hit the throttle, more anti-squat, leaning the arm back more, binds the suspension. You hit the throttle, and there's more bind in the rear end. So instead of the weight being absorbed in the suspension, it stiffens up that suspension and puts the weight to the tires faster.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like if you raise your roll center on the rear. So like say you go up on a tower on the rear, you're gonna have more grip out of the turn because when you hit the throttle, the rear of the car is not rolling as much because the roll center is lower. So the car is not rolling.
Right.
It's staying flatter. So when you come out of the turn, hit the throttle, it's not going to roll and absorb that weight. It's going to more instantaneously put that weight to that tire, and you're going to have more grip coming out of the turn. But then vice versa, going in the turn, it's not going to roll, so you're not going to have that rear grip going in and in the middle of the turn. So all give take.
Yeah, always.
But it's the whole deal. Like if you want more grip in a certain spot, you need to slow down. You need to speed up the weight transfer.
Right.
But if you get it up too fast, then it's too hard to drive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the balancing act for sure.
So where it works for you is the drive.
Yeah. I would say, I don't understand why you hear people do all the time where like they'll go and get like Ryan Lutz set up on his car and put it on their car, or
Can
Jared
you drive
Tebow's
like
setup.
Ryan Lutz?
That's,
No.
that's what I'm.
Then leave that off your car, man.
That's my attitude too. I'm like, I think it was early on, like you said to me something along the lines of like, make the car work for you, don't make you work for the car. And I was like, oh
You don't
yeah,
know what you're
okay.
doing setup-wise, you should be running the stock setup that says in the book
Mhm.
until you learn how to drive, until you learn what changing things does.
Yeah.
And then once you start playing with like change one thing, go out and run it. Okay, that does that. Or read the setup books or whatever, but only change one thing at a time.
Always.
See what it does. Okay, that did that. All right, that didn't work. All right, let's go back. Where I was. Let's change something different. Whatever. But half the problem is these guys don't even know what they want different on the car.
I think that's true, and I think it's just they don't know enough to know, right? Like
they don't know enough to know
what's
yet.
What
and they think somebody else's setup is going to make their driving better. Well, it's not going to make your driving any better.
No, certainly not.
Slow the car down until you learn how to drive, stay in a groove, and blah, blah, and then slowly increase your speed, EPA and steering speed, and like all that kind of stuff until you can stay in the groove and go faster. And then when you can do that, then you're like, okay, my car's too slow, turning in, and I can't push it as far as I want to go into the turn. What can I do to fix that?
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Whatever it is. But until you can get to the point where you go, okay, I'm going pretty quick everywhere. I'm staying in the groove, but I need it to do this so I can go a little bit faster. Until you can do that, you shouldn't be messing with setup.
Yeah, I'm with that. But so what I struggled with early on was like like sort of two people in my ear or three people in my ear, and everybody's got different advice, right? And you got like Carlos would tell you something like, leave your radios turned up and just
is whoever's the fastest at the track.
Oh yeah. That's just you and Hatch.
And Hatch learned from me.
Right.
So he's at this weekend, he comes over and he goes, yeah, it's doing this. I'm like, dude, lower your rear camber length, go up on sway bar, a little more camber. He goes, that's exactly what I just put on my car. I'm like, there you go, buddy. He goes, yeah, I learned from the best.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Connor's getting quick though.
They are. If they would just, their whole philosophy was like everything's turned up to 10%. Just learn how to drive it. Like,
I know.
Dude,
I argue with him.
Your tools, man.
I argue with
the car easier to drive. Do this, I do some setup changes in my radio. You blow your mind.
I know you do. We talk about it.
I mean, the car is probably 90%, and then another 10% is the radio.
Yeah.
And I can change my hot laps literally easily half a second by radio adjustment.
Really?
Yeah.
That's significant.
Easily half a second.
No kidding.
Because it really is, once your setup's good, it really is how it transitions into the turn. All your lap speed is in turn.
Yeah. Okay? Yes.
Anybody goes straight fast. Who cares?
Yeah. Yes.
How fast can you go through a turn? That's how fast you can go.
Yeah.
So how you can transition into the turn, through the turn, out of the turn can be very greatly in the radio. Steering speed. Yeah. Steering, like how fast that turns, throttle speed, the amount of brake, there's a million things.
Yeah.
Because if you're under braking at all, when you turn the wheels, the car starts pushing.
What do you mean? Oh, like
if you have any braking whatsoever, even drag brake, any kind of anything different than just free rolling.
Yeah.
When you turn those front wheels, it will push the front wheels. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it will push the front wheels. Because you're going into a turn and the wheels are turned. And if you start braking, it will break loose those front wheels.
Well, because the tires can't. They don't have enough traction to turn and brake at the same time as some mixing too.
You gotta get used to braking.
Yeah.
Brake, turn. But the thing with electric, you can adjust drag brake, different things like that. Like Hobby Wings and Torias. If you put more EPA brake in, you end up with a tiniest bit more drag brake.
Really?
It said on dead zero with zero drag brake.
Really? I didn't know that.
1,000%. I adjust my drag brake in such the smallest little amounts by adjusting how much EPA brake I have.
Interesting.
And it will change the car dramatically.
Well, but then you get different brake inputs, right? Because you change your brake endpoint.
In 5 points here, there.
Oh.
I only brake in straight line. So
yeah.
as soon as I brake and then turn. A lot of times, I mean, on this layout,
you don't brake much.
I'm braking.
It's not many.
If I'm coming in too hot, I'll brake. You know, if I miss my like point, whatever.
Right.
And there's sometimes like if I'm pushed hard, I will push harder to turn, brake, you know, all that stuff. So if I'm like really pushing the envelope, I'm working that throttle and brake like you wouldn't believe, you know. So, but the lap time's on. I mean, it's a few tenths pushing. That's the difference between a 40-second lap and.
That's what you were saying the other day too.
It could be a half a second, honestly. Question. It's hard, man. That's young kid territory, man.
I tried to do that. So I ran a pack like right after Santos blew off the track and everything, and he was watching me and stuff, and I was like, man, this grip's insane, and it was really grippy. It tore.
Where's the tire?
Oh yeah, right. So same tires. I didn't do anything to the foams. They're stock foams. They're Gumball Super Minis, which I own.
Stock foam. Do you have one of these that's not mounted?
Right underneath you.
These?
Yes.
There is zero webbing in this tire.
Right.
Really? Zero webbing. Well, what's happening is the tire. You know?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's falling down in there.
Well, yeah, you're not getting as much pressure right here in the center because of this grip.
That's what I thought.
So the pressure of the tire is being pressed on right here, and that's why it's wearing right there.
Nice.
Not in the center.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's no grooves down the inside of these. Like, where's your buggy?
My buggy?
Like, where's buggy tire?
Those are all truck tires.
Yeah,
Buggies.
One of those.
Those are.
See, look. See there?
Did you feel the rubber on those?
Oh, you got some double please. These are too soft.
Yeah, they're really soft.
This keeps it from expanding, and it also fits into the groove.
It fits into the groove.
Doesn't slide back and forth.
Let me
on it.
Show that over here on the camera. As we were talking about it and trying to figure it out, somebody asked me on here, they're like, hey, what's up with that odd tire wear you got there? And I was like, I don't really think too much about it.
Get the phone. Yeah, it will fit right in the groove.
Yep.
Like so, like when you're driving, it doesn't want to slide back and forth.
Right.
You know. And then also this band keeps bands like this keep the tire from ballooning up.
Right.
The crosshatch, they balloon a lot more with the crosshatch.
Really?
But the tire doesn't really deform.
Do I have any
easy?
No.
It like has a better kind of. Really depends on what you're really going for. The crosshatch is better on a bar tire. To me, the bands are better on pin tire.
I think all the raw speed stuff is just ribs.
I've always seen where all this stuff.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, though.
But the bands I like the band better than the crosshatch because I don't like ballooning a tire.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because it changes totally. Like all of a sudden, boom! All of a sudden, your ride height is different. Everything's different on the car because all of a sudden one tire is like bigger than it used to be. Like, how can you drive that consistently? The funny thing is, a funny story for you. So Ryan Lutz, he ran for AKA for a million years, and their tires balloon. They run a lot of crosshatch on stuff, so their tires balloon more. And so when he switched to raw speed, it was a real problem for him because the tires weren't ballooning, and he was so used to driving a tire that ballooned that it was a real.
So you start shaving them?
Well, no, but I mean, it was like he complained to him that they weren't ballooning because that's what he was used to for driving, because he drove for a million years. And so his driving was adjusted to a tire that ballooned versus now tires that don't balloon as much. And so it was a transition that was just the opposite of what I would have really thought someone would complain about. Like, tires aren't ballooning enough.
I want more balloon. Yeah, no.
More balloon in my tires.
Yeah, these super minis do balloon a lot, but I
can't believe those have zero. Oh, these truck tires don't have any grooves or anything. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. Well, back in the old days, we would take back when it was back when we ran a lot of AK, we would take tire, flip it inside out, take strapping tape and fiber tape, and we would tape.
I've seen that before.
Clean it.
Yeah.
Tape it, and flip it back out. Put your phone in, that kind of deal, keeps it from ballooning.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that stuff.
Like carpet tape, people would use like carpet tape, stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Carpet tape's really good too because it's double-sided, and so you can glue your phone to the wheel with that as well.
Yeah.
So it just gives different results.
Oh, look.
The results may vary.
Carlos just showed up on chat. He said, "Hey, it's Chris House." And he gave a wave. You can give him a wave back here.
Well, I'm gonna get my radio and finish this thing up, I guess.
He says he probably figured out your tire wear. Yeah, I think we figured out the tire wear.
It's easy. I don't know what to do to fix that, honestly.
Let me show him. So he's saying, Carlos, that these tires don't have any ribs on them, right? And the foams do. And if they're buggy tires, they've got beads.
So it's wearing where the tire is contacting on the foam, but in the ridge in the center, there's no foam, so there's nothing pushing that tire out into the surface, and so it's not wearing.
Yeah.
It's less weight on that particular part of the tire.
Crazy. Yeah. So that's what we figured.
And also, like, if you're running a tire and it's always wearing in just the dead center, there's a couple things going on. So either it's ballooning.
Yeah.
Or if it has a naturally round profile, the profile of the tire, so very round. These are at the moment. That's the foam like that. So you can go in and cut the ribs out of the foam.
Yeah.
To make the tire lay flatter.
Yeah.
And then it'll have a wider contact patch. I historically do not like rounded profile tires.
Yeah.
I don't like how they drive. They catch things too easy. Just because it opens up the tread pattern. So when you're turning, it can catch those pins and stuff easier and catch things. And historically, I'm not consistent with a rounded profile tire.
Yeah. So it's like catching.
I always like flat profile tire. It may not feel as grippy, but you're going to be more consistent.
Yeah. Do you think it's like catching an edge in skis or something? Like,
yeah, it's the same kind of deal. It's just opening up.
It's like slips
the
and then
profile of the pins. So like here, it's a really flat profile tire. And it's wearing across almost the whole thing pretty good. I mean, you even got some wear on the sides. So that shows me it's not really ballooning much. It's wearing pretty much flat. These would not grab edges and things very, very easy at all. But like if you had a different pin tire that was very rounded, even the same tread pattern, and if it was very rounded, when you drive it, you would notice that it would be a little bit less consistent. And you'd be like, man, the grip feels really good. But like all of a sudden, you'll like flip over in spots or grab different things. And you're like, man, what's going on? Like my setup's wrong or something like that. It's not that. It's just tire. It's just opened up that tread pattern to where the pin can grab things easier because it, you spread open the tread.
Yeah. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about it, but that totally makes sense.
And that's why you'll see like a lot of the pros especially J Concept guys, because all J Concept tires straight out of the package are very rounded.
Uh-huh.
You'll see all those guys either using used foams,
Uh-huh.
which are
Or cut the
flattened
foam.
out, or they're cutting the ribs out of the foam.
Ah, that's why
To
all those
flatten
guys
the
do that. So Carlos asked a question, can you shave the foam a little?
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't want to shave the outer surface of it, but you can shave the inner surface.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to come in and long ago when I ran different kinds of tires, you come in and sand these. You can take it like a Dremel sander with a drum, like put a swoop in these,
Oh yeah,
and it'll
that's almost the same as
smooth
cutting
them
them out,
Yeah,
right?
but most guys come in, they cut this or they sand it, whatever. I've even used like a little mini belt sander and just like
Yeah.
just hit each one and just shaves it to where it's like flat across there. Or you do the really easy thing and cut out a used set of foams out of it.
I don't
Like
know. Yeah.
like if you're wearing out a set of tires real fast on a really abrasive track, say it's only got like 20 minutes running on a tire and started to wear out, those foams are just fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
they're broke in to where it's flattened out the tread. Just cut those suckers
cut
out,
those
put them in another set of tires, and boom, you're done.
That's a good idea. I never keep any of that stuff.
But if you're running a set of tires for like an hour before they wear out, those foams are done.
Yeah.
Throw them away.
I don't know. I do. These guys, their foam seems to last forever.
Philosophy foam's okay. It to me it gives a little bit too easy.
Oh really?
On the side profile, and I don't know if it's like seems to have a thicker side. You feel how thick this is on the side. It's different than some of the other treads. So the triad it's kind of thicker on the side, so it actually
has side. It's like sidewall, yeah.
And that's honestly why I think triads are so smooth feeling on the track because they have a thicker sidewall. Because the foam is not stiff enough compared to the other manufacturers.
Gotcha.
So,
I've had people come by and like squeeze my bald tires, right? Like tires have got like probably 2 hours on, and people come by and like squeeze my tires, and they're like, "Dude, those foams still feel firm." Like,
they don't wear out real fast. To me, they're a little bit, maybe a little bit too soft to begin with, but they don't wear out fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take the good with that.
Yeah.
I wish they did some side ribbing or something in their carcass. Stiffen that. Well, but like the triad's fine because it's a real close thread, but like they're more open tread stuff.
Like
their what's the newest one called?
The Triumph.
The Triumph.
That's this one.
Is I don't see like this side is too soft and it's too big. It's too grabby.
Do I have any of those in here?
Yeah, it's too soft to the side.
I do.
And so, to me, the tire is inconsistent because the sides it's not stiff enough on the side. I mean, you could go in and glue in like those
I was going to ask that.
Sidewall stiffeners.
I've heard of people doing that.
You feel this sidewall compared to the triad sidewall.
It's
and this
different.
Is much thinner rubber than a triad. Like this right here.
It feels.
It's just a thickness.
Yeah.
So the triad is a lot thicker sidewall in the mold.
Yeah.
And you really notice, like, when you go punch holes, you go, man, it's triad thick, man. And then like two other ones are like real thin. You're like, there, you can feel the difference when you push that sidewall. The Triumph tire holds very easily.
Yeah.
Makes it on our surface too aggressive.
Yeah.
On other surfaces, it's looser, fluffy, or whatever. Great.
Wait, so the tire folding over makes it more aggressive?
Yeah.
Is that why I like to run these bald tires that fold over all the time? Why do I like to drive these bald tires?
Giving you a lot of give.
Why do I like to drive these?
Your car is probably set up too aggressive.
Maybe.
if you can't put brand new, like, well, not brand, like put brand new set tires on, and after about 5 laps, if it's too aggressive feeling, your car is too aggressive.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I've ever had my car feel too aggressive.
That's one way to know right there. It takes about 5 laps for a tire to come in, honestly,
Yeah.
on our track.
I run bald tires all the time, and everybody's like, "Why the hell do you do that to yourself?" And I'm like, I just like it better. Like I just like to drive bald tire better.
It's gonna have a lot of give.
Yeah.
Which makes it so some mistakes and things. But if you're too aggressive with them, they're gonna
slip sliding everywhere. Yeah. It's ice. You're ice skating. Yeah.
It may be one of those things that it's making you drive calmer.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you're doing better to drive calmer.
I'm forced to.
That's the problem with a lot of people. Like they'll get a bunch of grip, then they'll start driving like a maniac because they got a lot of grip. Like, oh yeah, and then they're tumbling all over and can't figure it out.
Oh. Yeah. That would so no, if I run bald all the time, then I'm at a disadvantage if I put fresh tires on.
You will be, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
balance.
It really depends on what you like. If you're practicing and you want to purposely stay in a groove, run a bald tire. Because if you get out of the groove, you do a donut. So you run a bald tire, makes you stay in the groove, so you learn. Okay, this is the line. This is where I always need to have my car. Period. Then you want to practice how you're racing. You need to run the tires you're going to race with.
Yeah.
At the tread level you're going to race with. So then you can go, okay, I know the line, I know where I need to be. Now let's see how fast I can go in that. And if you're going too fast, you're tumbling or messing up, whatever, setup's not right, or you're just trying to go too fast.
Yeah.
Get back under control.
Yeah. And maybe use your radio settings.
Change your radio
settings. Our AKA foam has relief on the edges of those inner ribs. Sometimes at national races, people ask us for used AKA tires, and they cut the tire off and use the foams. Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes, well, like everybody's foam's different.
Everybody's foam's different.
And some work better in some tires than others, and blah blah. And it's all track based, and whatever the track is needing, yada yada yada.
What does that mean? Our AKA foam has relief on the edges of those inner ribs. Oh, these relief. Oh, it's like instead of a hard edge, it's a relief.
Okay. Yeah, they're all different. If you really know, there's only, I think, 2 places in the entire world that actually make the foams for RC tires.
Is that true?
Yeah. They're in China.
Yeah, of course.
They make them for all the different manufacturers.
Huh.
And they have different color, different how it's ground, whatever. But I've seen videos and pictures where it has like all the different colors and deals where they're sitting there sanding them and all that stuff, and it's not a good looking environment. But you'll see all of the colors of all the manufacturers there.
Yeah.
They're only coming from a couple places, so they're just making them to their spec.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Like nobody in the US makes foams.
Really? What does Rossby do? They claim everything's made in the US.
I guarantee you that's
probably.
The foams are coming from China. They're making the tires with rubber from the US, machines from the US, people from the US. I guarantee it's foam.
Yeah.
Because there's no option.
Probably.
There really isn't. There's no option. It's the only place that makes foams is China.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And it's like Dayton, their tires. The cool thing about Rossby, US tires. Cool. I like them. A lot of them are made in Europe, believe it or not. Like Matrix is made in Europe. Some of it's made in Europe, some of it's made here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dayton said almost everything they have is made overseas. Sweeps made in South Korea.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. Little brand. That's most of them, like AKA. I think all that's made overseas now. Like, so Panther used to make AKA tires. No. Proline's making. Sorry,
Oh yeah,
USA made.
Proline is.
Proline's USA. So the tires are being made for Proline and AKA at Proline. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry. But their foams are coming from.
got it.
And that's one of the problems. Like the foams, I almost bet you most of these manufacturers, the foams are more expensive than the tires.
Yeah, maybe.
Just because if they're importing all of it with all the different tariffs and stuff happening
Yeah.
like that, I almost guarantee that the foam's more expensive than the tire, especially for a U.S. manufacturer of the tire. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying more for labor and all that kind of stuff in the U.S., but
Yeah.
yeah.
I was complaining about those tariff stuff the other day when I ordered those shocks, those soda shocks, because they come from Australia, and like I guess I'm like the importer of record, so I get to pay the tariffs on it. Like
Oh my
sons of
gosh.
bitches. That was like $90 or something.
Holy smokes.
In addition, but yeah, I mean, I think I spent $700 or $800 with the guy. So I bought four. I
Oh
bought
my
four
gosh.
sets of shocks and a bunch of inserts and extras and shit. So I put it in the truck and I loved it. Then I got them for the buggy. That buggy was what I was messing with last week when I was looking for the different shock shaft lengths. Right?
Could never get it right.
I did.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're not still running it, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in there now. I ended up using the X-ray ones, not these. They had the other XT8 shock shafts are like they were 71. No, that's not true. I didn't use those. I used the Kyosho ones.
That's right. You told me.
Yeah, the 70.
Yeah.
They were 71 millimeters. There was like just the perfect length that I could run the droop I want and let the piston come all the way down to the bottom. Yeah.
See, so that's like the opposite for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like where the piston runs as high up in the shock body as possible.
Yeah.
That's where I feel the shocks work the best.
Yeah.
And that's like a 10 scale thing. Like you look at a lot of the 10 scale, especially like Associated and stuff like that, they'll get the piston as high up as they can in the shock body. And that's generally where it feels the best. So like on my Kyosho, my other shocks, I have the rear shock shaft. And that's mostly the shock shaft, the piston
up to the top of it. Yeah.
Shock, because
and
it always feels better.
And you run bladders? So does the piston ever bounce on the bladder? It never runs that far up?
Well, I run top piston.
Oh, okay. So you got yeah.
Up stops on the front, must stagger. It really is.
These have these bladders are wonky, and they behave as bump stops. They you know, you can see that. Like that end kind of sits up in the shock cap, and then it's got like these ribs on the bottom.
But does it stop it before the chassis hits?
It stops it before the chassis hits.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I mean, here. Like, well,
Let's see now. Yeah. We need. So here's the deal. And a lot of these guys don't know why they're flipping their cars, but you see all this right here?
Mm-hmm.
All that right there?
Mm-hmm.
The chassis is hitting going into a turn.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it bottoms out, catches the ground, flip.
Mm.
And so you run a bump stop.
I have
on the shock.
I have these ones. I 3D print
You can
these.
try those. You can try, regular O-ring, whatever. You can adjust how it feels.
Squishy too.
Yeah, I run the same kind of stuff. You can adjust. But I like it to where the bump stops start hitting about 5 mil before the chassis hits the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can adjust it, and you'll feel a difference on the track. But it makes it to where you can go into a turn, especially these high-speed turns that are got some choppiness and grip. Grip really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you can go through without traction rolling faster and it's all because your chassis is hitting. And when the chassis hit, it catches and flips the car.
Do you know, I've never seen that much wear on my chassis.
So when I ran Techno, I always came in here with the Dremel and 45 this sucker, like big time.
Really?
Yeah, big time. Big time with 45 those. And then even on the sides, everything, just so it couldn't catch anything. But it's still like if it's hitting, it can still catch.
Yeah.
It's just, you're going aluminum to dirt.
Yeah.
Especially with the grip higher.
Yeah.
Catch.
That's
so
interesting.
Like, so you like watch my car go through a high speed, bumpy section, and I'm like flying through there, and like,
that's
the guy behind me, trying to go through the same speed, and his car flips. So
yeah, this is more the wear I'm used to.
The chassis
not
hit
that.
And flip the car.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. I never even considered it.
You're coming into the turn.
It is
full turn like this. The car has a lot of G-force pushing the thing over, and they let off the throttle for just a second, and it dives. And it catches right there, and it catches like a rough section or anything.
Yeah, it's
on the track. It's not perfectly smooth. You got so much G-force already going. Yeah. So bump stops on the front to help keep the chassis from bottoming, and it's not to help the car from bottoming from landing jumps, which everybody keeps thinking that it's for. It's for keeping it from bottoming in turns and catching, and trying to keep that chassis from catching.
I used to run these things before I put these shocks on. I should go back to them.
Yeah, you should always run.
Yeah, there's like chunks out of this plate up here.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's catching. So I can grab your Dremel and grind that into a 45 and then run some bump stops and be like, hey, I'm not catching near as much I used to.
I might do that. That actually sounds like a good idea. Hey, when you got your M2.5 screws for your Speedo, did you get ones with hex heads or one with cross heads?
No, okay.
You got hex heads? I couldn't find those. Where'd you get it? Where'd you get them from?
Amazon. Did you? Like $8 for.
I got a whole kit,
like every size they made, basically.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
I got a ton. You can grab whatever you want.
I didn't get ones. I couldn't find ones with hex heads. I could only find them with Phillips heads, and I hate.
Come grab some. Hold on. All different lengths, every length they make.
Phillips head screws were designed to fail,
Oh, yeah.
Like that was their whole. They were, made so that machines wouldn't tear the screw over. What did I just drop? I don't know. Oh, that's okay. That belonged there anyway. Oh no, I keep a water bottle as like half rubbing alcohol and half water, and it's got a a squirter on the lid. Yeah, that's why it says cleaning, don't drink, but it's all worn off now. Yeah. All right. That was fun to hang out with Chris.